What a difference, eh?
At B&Q, get more done for less. With prices nailed on hundreds.
You know what I like? A good pub. Like the Princess Victoria in West London. And stuff like this.
Do you like pork scratchings?
I do. Oh, that's insanely good. Maybe you wouldn't think that the legendary cookbook author Nigella Lawson and I could be friends, but we are. We are admittedly very different. She is the very definition of kindness, elegance, grace. The woman who taught England to cook.
Lish.
What do you get here ordinarily?
Scotch egg.
All right.
Scotch egg, please. Some white bait and some chips.
White bait. This is like the greatest thing ever, really?
I know. White bait is so good,
You
isn't
go to
it?
a pub and get white bait?
Never heard of it.
I'm sure in Dickens' time
Right.
they used to have white bait there. Many of them used to have oysters too, so...
I can't hear you over the crunch.
I'm quite hear myself over the crunch, actually. I lost interest in what I was saying.
White bait, tiny baby herring, lightly battered, whole and fried, tossed with a little bit of lemon juice and salt. The perfect bar food.
Slightly crisper. Do you have it?
There's like bones and stuff. You're just eating the bones and the eyeballs and the fins and all as well.
Steaks?
You're starting to see them, but almost never.
Beautiful, though, aren't they? And fat chips, always important.
What is the appropriate condiment with chips?
Being an old-fashioned, I think vinegar and salt. If I'm in Brussels or Holland, I'm fine about mayonnaise. But if
Only
it's
there.
here,
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
And what is it, chips with curry sauce?
fantastic. Sorry.
It's really a matter of how many Guinnesses you've had. A soft-boiled egg, wrap it in minced pork, then roll it in breadcrumbs, and what? Deep fry it? It's like a supernova of unhealthiness and deliciousness.
This is the important thing, the softness of the yolk.
Right. Who invented this? It's just fiendish.
One of the explanations, Scotch used to preserve eggs and send them to England. What would happen is that they would do some sort of lime on them, and it would discolour them, so they then covered them to hide that.
This is just right.
When I grew up, they were very low rent, but very cheap, rather spooky sausage meat, rock hard egg that's sort of tinged like, you know, Uranus.
Right.
Uranus, as they prefer to call it now because they get embarrassed. And then deep fried into those cheap red breadcrumbs. And then it got rehabilitated. Very good eggs, very good pork meat.
All your basic food groups. These are really good.
Really good. Salt and fat, nothing better.
Oh, yeah. This is nice.
It is nice, strangely
It's
calm.
not
This is
sterile.
bargain from England.
It's sterile.
Really?
Shit bar. No energy.
Yeah,
no
a good
atmosphere.
pub.
Yes.
What happened to the? Should have went to a real fucking East End pub.
Half a pint. This is the perfect time. It's quiet.
It is. We can pretend all is right with the universe.
I'm going to pretend. England, as the anti-Brexit forces found out to their dismay, ain't London. It's different out there. And a lot of it is very, very beautiful.
As we get older, we start to look backwards in our life and reflect. When
Oh,
we're young,
it's fucking Marco.
we
There we
only
go.
look forward.
When we get older, listen to that. The wisdom of Marco. It's fucking great.
Is very, very beautiful.
As we get older, we start to look backwards in our life and reflect. When we're young, we only look forward. We don't think of our past. Our past has such a small value. I'm of an age now. We become nostalgic. We become philosophical.
One can, if a
That's where he
successful
lives. What a fucking pad.
gentleman of many accomplishments, for instance, with a little bit of money to spend,
I want
make, as Emerson advised, your own world, far from the madness.
We're in North Wiltshire, and there's Bath in the distance.
North Wiltshire. That's where Miles Johnston hangs out. Wiltshire. There's a lot of activity happens there.
It's really beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
The
Nice
Wiltshire
view.
Downs.
You'll see how it just drifts away. So that's about
What drifts away? Hold on. Sorry, I need to go back into that.
Oh, yeah. Nice view. To spend, make,
Sorry.
as
Wiltshire. And there's Bath in the distance. It's really beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Nice view.
You'll see how it just drifts away. So that's about 5 miles
I can't
as the crow
see it.
flies.
There are few chefs who set the world of chefs aflame like Marco Pierre White. As young cooks, looking at his incredible rise from working class boy to the youngest 3 Michelin-starred chef in
These
the world,
photographs are great.
we were inspired. not just by his accomplishments and his
It's
food.
like a fucking 80s album cover, like that is my 80s. If I created an 80s band, like that's the album. It's called Dinner for One or some shit. I don't know. It's fucking great, like the decor and all.
Chef in the world, we were inspired. Not just by his accomplishments and his food, which were amazing. No great chef had ever looked like him before or talked like him. We were not, it appeared, alone.
I want to turn Rudlow into a house, not a hotel. So when you walk inside, it's personal.
Nice.
Once obsessed with nothing but working the hardest, the longest, being the best, Marco has transferred his obsessive nature to the more pleasurable task of making the Rudlow Arms his perfect place.
What's important about a restaurant is a feel, not a look. You could go to the best restaurant in the world tomorrow. They could serve the best food.
It's like Illuminati restaurants. Like he's creating the absolute bespoke experience for the elite. Like Marco would probably chop up a human body, like and serve it to you. He wouldn't give a fuck. Let Mother Nature be the true artist. Like as long as it's good food. You know what I mean?
If you don't feel comfortable within that environment, you'll never enjoy it.
Inside is as much a project as the grounds. Every detail.
Then you can be yourself. Number 1, environment. Number 2, service. Number 3, food.
A pan-roasted filet of beef with escargot.
Whoa. It's beautiful. Who do you want to come here?
People want to enjoy themselves. I like a mixed demographic. I want a bit of everybody. I don't want to just target one market. Food should be affordable.
He doesn't just want rich
Very,
people.
very good. Has your food always reflected your aspirations and dreams rather than where you came from?
I was born and bred on the outskirts of Leeds on a project housing estate. Even though I was born into very humble beginnings, I used to cross my road, walk over the golf course, and there I was on the Harewood estate, designed by the great Capability Brown, the stately home of the Earl of Harwood. That was my playground.
Fucking right.
I was fascinated by the countryside. I
Do you know
loved
what I mean? I'm just telling you, like Marco is fucking, he's another level. Like this guy is fucking great. Like, listen to this shit.
the golf course, and there
He was born on a housing estate in Leeds, but he probably never talked like that, but he just learned to talk this way, and it's pretty fucking great. Like, hold on, 2 seconds. I'll be back in a second. Hold on. Right, I'm back. There we go.
I was on the Harewood estate, designed by the great Capability Brown, the stately home of the Earl of Harwood. That was my playground. I was fascinated by the countryside. I loved the rivers, the streams, the brooks, the fields, the woods, what was within them. That's all captured me. It was a dream. That was my escapism. My mother died when I was 6. Mother Nature, she became my surrogate mother. And so therefore, I had this amazing love affair with nature.
But look, once you go into a high-end restaurant, you're about as far from nature as you can be. I mean, it's hard to rise up the ranks of a good fine dining restaurant, particularly in the time that you came up.
Jesus,
was not
like,
easy.
listen to the music, listen to what Marco just told them, and then listen to him firing back with these like high-end questions, like corporate questions, and Marco's just like, "My boy, you're not listening to me. What I'm saying." He didn't care about the ranks. I don't care about the Michelin stars. I care about Mother Nature. You don't get it. Like, hold on, I want to hear that all again.
As far as from nature as
And so therefore, I had this amazing love affair with nature.
But look, once you go into a high-end restaurant, you're about as far from nature as you can be. I mean, it's hard
Music.
to rise up the ranks of a good fine dining restaurant, particularly in the time that you came up. Shit was not easy.
Everybody in the kitchen that I started in came from a housing project. They were working class, they were tough, they were
Working
hard,
boys.
really hard. The flip side of that coin
That's it.
was nature.
Like, even the way he snapped his fingers, sir, that's not like the way you or I would snap our fingers or our thumbs. You wouldn't click your thumbs like that. Like, that is a real garçon. Like, that's a real. I've worked fucking 30 years in the industry. Like, I snap my fingers like that, and like a whole room of people just come to attention. He's like a general. That's why I always call him General Marco, because it is really fucked up. I want to hear that again. Fuck that.
Time that you came up, shit was not easy.
The music is edgy.
Everybody
Like,
in the kitchen that I started in came from a housing project. They were working class, they were tough, they were hard, really hard. The flip side of that coin was nature.
Mother Nature.
It was all those beautiful ingredients, that beautiful contradiction.
That's what he loves. Beauty of the contradiction.
Come see my family. Piggies! Come on, piggy, piggy, piggies!
Holy crap.
Come on, piggies! Piggies! What you think?
They seem very well groomed.
They're beautiful.
Don't eat. Those are genes, not food.
They give you love bites, trust me. Piggies! What do you think of all our friends from America? Yeah.
Now, what breed of pig is
These are Oxford Sandy and Black. They're a traditional Wiltshire pig. In 4 months, this is how big they've got.
Wow.
They remember your voice and your smell. They're really, really affectionate. Naturally live in woodland.
Indeed. Beautiful.
And then he loves cooking them
almost
up, and
self-sustaining.
butchering them and
Well,
killing
we will
them
be
and
for
eating
bacon.
them, like.
Bye, pigs. Piggies. Piggies.
Dude's a
I've
fucking
never been
gangster,
happier
like.
here. I found somewhere
Nice.
I'm really happy.
It's fucking swank.
The legendary
Like that.
classic on Marco's original menu back in the day.
I'm literally just jealous over the fucking architectural little fucking masonry on his house. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, even that is just incredible to me. It's like, fuck me.
The
that's
legendary
great.
classic on Marco's original menu back in the day, pig's trotter a la Pierre Kaufman, an homage to another great chef and
That's right. He used to just cook the most stinkingest shit. Do you remember?
mentor.
Covered all
It
this.
is perfection.
Oh, my God, that is beautiful.
Pig trotter.
When I was a young cook, we would look at photographs of this dish, my comrades and colleagues, and gape at it with wonder. First, we'd say, oh, my
Why?
God, that's gorgeous, and how did he do it? It's got all of the textural things that every great cuisine around the world understands to be wow.
Pig's trotter has got 24 bones, so you have to remove all those bones. And then you braise it for 4 hours.
Right?
It's very simple. People think it's more complicated than it is.
No, this is tricky.
It's not that it's more complicated. It's just it's so fucking bold. No one would do it. Who would fucking cook a pig trotter? So it's the fact that he had the audacity to do this. That's what they're really saying. It's like, I'm sure people understand that you just braise it and cook it. Like, it's the fact that it's what it is.
Tricky dish.
The hero of the dish, really,
Like he has to get a blowtorch and like burn all the pubic hairs off the fucking trotter, and then go in with a knife and scrape all the hairs out of the hoofs and stuff. It's when you see him cook it, when you watch him cook it, you would never eat it.
is the skin.
Yes.
It's just one of those great creations. As the French say, we never grow old round the table. They also say only the first bottle is expensive.
Cheers.
What's that mean?
So this is my big project I'm working on. As I've fallen in love with this little part of England. I put myself out to graze, I suppose, Anthony. I'm retired. And I like doing what I do here. I mean, if I look at the amount of nature we have here now, since we've done what we've done, it's enormous compared to what we had.
Right.
You know, I like seeing the increase of songbirds, the hens with their young chicks, the geese. They're my
Fucking quality.
fabulous,
That's
aren't they?
class.
Amazing.
They're nuts. They are beautifully, beautifully nuts. There's no guarantees how long we're going to be here. Just enjoy life.
Like Bourdain's like a child, like learning how to live or something, and Marco's teaching
Here's
him
how
or
long we're going to
something.
be here. Just enjoy life.
This is fucked up. Bourdain.
The mood in London is like a collective
I
nervous
realized
breakdown.
he was right.
Drinking seems appropriate. But first, a proper base must be established. Some food.
All right.
You have saltfish callaloo, right? I'll have some of that and a vegetable patty.
Who the fuck's this guy?
Saltfish, I think I'll have one of those. And the mutton would be good.
This is what happens when I come off tour. Straight here, stuff my face, spend half a Guinness, and then the night's good, you know.
Jamie
comes
Hince
off
is half the
tour.
creative alliance that makes up the band The Kills.
When he comes off tour, he goes there and gets half a pint of Guinness and goes home. That's mental. Can I hear that again? Is that real?
Happens when I come off tour. Straight here, stuff my face, spend half a Guinness, and then the night's good, you know.
Jamie Hince is half the creative alliance that makes up the band The Kills. Maybe you know them from such shows as this one. And this, Peppers and Spice in Islington, is his favorite local joint for Caribbean food.
I'm enjoying your currency lately. It's suddenly become very affordable since yesterday.
I know. You know, Britain, we've got a long history of taking back control of that country, you know, getting in the driving seat again. And then we get in there and we just let the handbrake off. And that's it, you know.
Thank you so much. I'm insanely hungry. I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, everything's good. The best Jamaican this side of Ocho Rios.
God damn, that's tasty.
I spent so much time hanging out with people where you just eat really posh gourmet food. And when I come off tour, I start salivating when I'm on Essex Road. It is a shame they don't have a bar here, though.
Right.
You have to drink a lot, don't you?
I know. It's
In my job as well. It's
hard
like
out
people don't think about that, you know?
right.
How much I have to drink
Bastard.
just to do this.
I mean, you should be more sensitive to that.
They should be.
It's been one of the nastiest campaigns. So much lying, so much dissembling. Catastrophe.
So far, the reaction has been, well, chaos.
So, yesterday, anyway, Prime Minister resigned. Yeah. England leaving the European Union.
Honestly, it kind of makes me feel like I don't believe in democracy anymore.
How quickly the pound is reacting to political news.
Entering a very dark, dangerous period.
Politics where things are decided by people. People were talking about it's just dumb having a central government in Brussels. We've got nothing in common with people from Romania and Bulgaria. So we haven't got anything in common with people from Sunderland or Wales, you know? It's like they haven't got anything in common with people from London. One of some old people in Great Yarmouth, get them to decide the budget. You give, like, the foreign policy, get the people from Sunderland to decide that. London's a lot different from the rest of the country. Right. It's wealthier, for a start. It's way more cosmopolitan. I mean, people complain about it all the time, between the people that are struggling and the people that are doing well. But it really shone a light on is how divided the country is.
People don't just look at it as a financial thing. It's an issue of cultural identity.
European citizens who have lived here for 10, 15 years, for the first time ever, been the victims of racial abuse.
Are you evil? British drinking patterns seem to be driven by the fact that pubs close at, what, midnight?
Yeah.
I noticed as we approach last call, people start, like, doubling up. The drinking starts to accelerate in a mad panic. Load is many in. Do you think if you extended drinking hours that it would improve behavior or make it worse? I mean, let's face it, your countrymen have a bad reputation. You know, when I was 14, 15, Fear and Loathing came out in Rolling Stone. And I think it was the artwork first. It spoke to me in a really transformative way. And captured perfectly all of my rage, all of the absurdity, all of these things that I didn't think anybody else was seeing or responding to in the same way. It was unlike anything I'd seen.
Artist, author, icon, Ralph Steadman continues to make art every day. He was the visual expression of Dr. Hunter S. Thompson's finest works.
When Hunter came, 1991, I brought him down the pub here. Oh, Martin, this is...
Has Limescale turned...
I've heard some stories about him. Jesus. All right, we'll go with this. This guy's got like a wee star symbol on his chest.
Cal, the #1 against Limescale.
Oh, hi. Would you like a
It's another ad.
Christ of Latter-day Saints?
Hunter. Hi. Hello.
Here would be Ralph's local, the Checkers Inn in Kent.
Hunter, what do you like? Hughes Regal.
Sonic.
Okay. Martin, could you make that a double? Well, these optics, you know what they have. They've got nothing in them.
They're tiny little chiclet sized, yeah.
So he did that twice with it. Put it down in front of Hunter. Hunter looked at it and said, what's that, a sample?
Where are you from originally?
Well, I am Welsh. My mother's, she was Gwenny Rogers from Roslanagugog.
Uh-huh. Don't ask me to spell that.
No, I can't even do it myself.
So how English do you feel, given that you grew up in Wales?
Well, in a way, you know, I was not far from Liverpool.
The food is pub fare. A runny egg wrapped in Parma ham and breadcrumbs. Prawn cocktail for the man.
I think it was the Scanlon's article, the first you worked with Hunter Thompson, Kentucky Derby.
Look how it's served on a fucking thin slate, so it just falls over
I
the
think it
table.
was
So it just falls apart over the fucking table. Like all this collapses over the table and you're just scraping it up. What a fucking joke. I would just be like, can you take this back and put it on a fucking plate and behave yourself?
Scanlon's article, the first you worked with Hunter Thompson, Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
I mean, before that, would you
In fact, I'd be like, can you put it in a bowl?
say that you were a respectable figure, making a living doing your work? I mean, because you kind of were transformed very quickly into a countercultural figure. I think a lot of people will, appropriately or not, see you as an outlaw artist.
Yeah, but I didn't start off wanting to be an artist. I wanted to be an aircraft engineer. I didn't like factory life, but I had to go every week to do technical drawing, and that's where the lines and circles began.
Right.
I've been doing a book of critical critters with beastly sneers and callous observations by Kerry Levy. He's writing about the thing.
Articulated bum lice?
Yeah. I don't know whether it exists, but...
I'm pretty sure they do.
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
Really?
Some sort of... There's
Reptiles?
definitely bum-seeking insects that I've encountered.
He
Been
thinks
warned
that
again.
I'm obsessed with things to do with, you know, laboratorial humor, but...
That's kind of an English thing.
Is it? I saw an advert. You too can learn to draw and earn pounds. I took the course while I was doing military service. I was drawing the guys in the billet playing cards, blankets on the bed, boots in the bed. Very simplistic stuff. Nevertheless, it got me started. And have you heard of an echidna?
I have not.
This is a hedgehog type of creature. There aren't many of these left, you know. They reach critical stages, and this is going in too, because, excuse me, we're collecting for the endangered species.
Right, I'm done.
We can all learn to do this first. Not this,
Right?
but this. That is very difficult.
I don't think I could do that. I'm quite sure I can. My basic motor skills are not so good.
We've got fish and chips.
Oh, blimey.
More old school on the main courses. Fish and chips with mushy peas over there. Steak and Stilton pie for me. Because any mystery meat wrapped in pastry at a pub is pure crack for me.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you've got the pie. Wow.
Oh, yeah. You don't do this back in America.
So many people have said to me, do you pencil it in first? I said, no, you just start drawing. But don't you make a mistake? I said, there's no such thing as a mistake. A mistake is an opportunity to do something else. But you have to leave it, let nature take its course. Oh, my God. Now, isn't that lovely? That is, I'm impressing myself. It's so good. All nature's impressing me, actually. That it's just so wonderful how it works. It's a kind of natural process of evolution, isn't it?
Pouring shit in the ground.
It's what we're doing all the time.
Certainly your depiction of politicians
Fair enough.
early on seemed filled with rage
That
and...
just looks shit. That looks absolutely awful. Like, that'll go for hundreds of thousands.
disgust. Deservedly, I think. And there were some epic depictions of Nixon. Was it Nixon as Godzilla? Was it?
Yeah, he was a great subject. I mean, I've done him as a flying Nixon, a vampire Nixon.
Did you ever get an official reaction to your work from the White House?
Never.
I am not a giant shitting Godzilla.
Yeah.
You don't want to deny that.
No, it's funny how that was.
Boris Johnson here. I think the hair, in this case, is just, it's an irresistible impulse.
Well, to do it, I've got to come out with it more...
But it's perfect.
Play. Boris is our Trump.
Well, they both, it is a supernova of incredibly bad hair.
Yeah.
I mean, the two of them together. What's happening? What's going on in this country? Is it going to be okay?
Not at the moment.
Right,
no.
I'm done.
Does it say anything about the country?
And then the next.
Even whether ratio.
This guy's fucking shit. I'm done.